James Garner, born James Scott. Garner, on April 7, 1928, in Norman, Oklahoma, became one of Hollywood's most enduring and beloved figures. He was known not only for his effortless charm and sharp wit, but also for a kind of steady authenticity that seemed rare in show business. Garner's life story, shaped by hardship, service, and hard-earned success, helped make him relatable to audiences across generations. He rose from humble beginnings during the Great Depression, survived military service, and ultimately built a career defined by professionalism and sincerity. Throughout his life, he remained grounded, refusing to let fame alter the core values he learned early on. Yet behind the legend was a man who faced intense physical pain, personal trials, and public scrutiny, especially surrounding his relationship with actress Sally Field. This is the real story of James Garner, the truth, the struggles, and the legacy. Early years, a childhood forged by the Great Depression. Garner's early years were shaped by the hardships of the Great Depression, a time when families struggled to survive and every dollar mattered. Born into a working-class household, he was raised by a carpenter father and a homemaker mother who instilled in him a strong work ethic and a sense of self-reliance. After his parents divorced, Garner moved with his mother and stepfather, navigating a childhood that was challenging yet formative. Those early years taught him resilience, independence, and a quiet determination that would later define his acting career. Even as a young man, he carried himself with the kind of grounded confidence that suggested he had already lived a lifetime. Those traits later translated into the authentic, everyman roles that made him a favorite with audiences. Military service, discipline, and courage before fame. Before his acting career began, Garner served in the United States Army during the closing years of World War II and later during the Korean War. Military life gave him discipline, strength, and a practical sense of responsibility that would carry over into his professional life. He wasn't just a charismatic actor, he was a man who had endured real hardship and understood what it meant to push through pain and fatigue. The Army helped shape his approach to work, giving him a seriousness and reliability that colleagues would later praise. Even after returning to civilian life, the lessons of service stayed with him. They reinforced the idea that dedication and integrity mattered more than glamour or praise, and they laid the groundwork for the steady professionalism he displayed throughout his career. From student to star, the early steps in acting. After returning from military service, Garner studied drama at the University of Oklahoma, though he left before graduating to pursue acting full-time. This decision marked the turning point of his life, the moment he chose passion over stability. His early performances revealed a natural talent, one that combined humor, intelligence, and emotional depth. He was soon discovered by agent Henry Wilson, who recognized the unique presence Garner brought to the screen. Garner changed his name from Garner to James Garner, a move that made him more marketable while still keeping a connection to his roots. It was a small change, but it helped set the stage for a career that would span decades. Maverick. The breakthrough role. That defined an era, Garner's breakthrough came with the television series Maverick, 1957 to 1962, where he played the charming gambler, Bret Maverick. His portrayal of a morally flexible anti-hero, with a twinkle in his eye, captivated audiences and set a new standard for television leading men. Unlike many stars of his time, Garner brought a relaxed, witty approach to the role, making Maverick feel like someone viewers could know personally. He made the character likable, even when he was bending the rules, and his ability to balance humor and seriousness made him unforgettable. Maverick wasn't just a hit. It was a cultural phenomenon that made Garner a household name and set the tone for his entire career. The film years. From adventure to romance, Garner's film career showed his versatility and range. In The Great Escape, 1963, he played a resourceful prisoner whose courage and cleverness captured audiences worldwide. His daring performance in Grand Prix, 1966, revealed his commitment to realism. He performed many of his own racing stunts, proving he wasn't afraid of danger or hard work. Over the years, Garner transitioned seamlessly between action, drama, and romance, always maintaining a grounded presence. He became known for bringing authenticity to every role, whether he was playing a hero, a lover, or a man facing moral conflict. His film work demonstrated that his talents were not limited to television. He was a true movie star in every sense. The Rockford Files, a career reinvented. In 1974, Garner took on the role of private investigator Jim Rockford in The Rockford Files, 1974 to 1980. The character was a departure from the confident Maverick. Rockford was a working man, flawed, weary, and deeply human. Garner's performance earned him critical acclaim and multiple Emmy Awards, and it cemented his status as a television legend. But the role came with a heavy physical toll. Garner's knees became chronically painful, and he underwent multiple operations during the show's run. Despite the pain, he continued to work, pushing through intense physical demands while still delivering performances full of wit and emotional truth. It was a testament to his professionalism and his refusal to let hardship stop him. Marriage and family, love, that lasted a lifetime. Garner's personal life was defined by his marriage to Lois Josephine Fletchman Clark, which began in 1956 and lasted until his death in 2014. The relationship began quickly and intensely. Garner proposed after only 16 days of dating, and they married on August 17, 1956. Their honeymoon cost only $77, a modest sum that reflects the humble beginnings of their life together. Lois brought a daughter from a previous marriage into their home, and Garner embraced the role of stepfather with care and compassion. The couple later welcomed their daughter, Greta, nicknamed She, in 1958. Their marriage endured 2 separations, one in 1970 and another from 1979 to 1981. Yet they reunited, showing that their bond was stronger than the pressures of fame and work. The truth about Sally Field, professional tension, not personal conflict. Garner finally addressed the long-running speculation about his relationship with Sally Field. He described their dynamic as professionally intense, but never personal. While they shared strong on-screen chemistry, Garner made it clear that their differing acting styles sometimes caused friction. He admired Field's passion and intensity, but admitted that her energy could be difficult to manage off-camera. Yet he insisted their disagreements were strictly professional and not the result of personal conflict. He emphasized that the public often confuses on-screen chemistry with real-life closeness, and he wanted to set the record straight. According to Garner, working with Field taught him patience, listening, and trust, lessons that reflected his maturity and professionalism as an actor. Health battles and legacy, a life of resilience. Despite his charisma and success, Garner endured serious health challenges throughout his life. His knee problems worsened over time, eventually requiring total knee replacement surgery by the year 2000. In 1988, he underwent quintuple bypass heart surgery, a major operation that forced him to confront his lifelong smoking habit. Though he quit in 2005, the damage had already been done. In 2008, he suffered a stroke that left lasting effects and weakened his health in his later years. Ultimately, Garner passed away on July 19, 2014, in Brentwood, Los Angeles, at the age of 86. The cause of death was a heart attack related to coronary artery disease, compounded by years of physical strain and health struggles. Yet even in the face of pain and illness, Garner remained dedicated to his craft and continued to work, proving that his resilience was as real as his talent. Conclusion: a legacy of authenticity. James Garner's life was defined by talent, integrity, and a quiet strength that made him beloved both on and off screen. He built a career through hard work, humility, and a deep respect for his craft. Whether as Bret Maverick, Jim Rockford, or in any of his many film roles, he brought a sense of authenticity that made his characters feel real and relatable. His relationship with Sally Field, once sensationalized, was ultimately a story of professional respect and creative tension. His legacy endures not only in his iconic performances, but also in the example he set for future generations, that success does not require losing one's humanity. Garner was a star who never forgot where he came from, and that, more than anything, is what made him unforgettable.